For June the 5th, 2026, we talk about 007 First Light, Wreckfest, Diablo IV, and much more. Welcome to level 587. My name is Kaye Ross.
I'm Dennis Furia.
I'm Moxie.
And you are listening to The Level. It's a podcast for people who love video games. Rocking it 3 style this week. Coming in. I've got new stuff. to play.
Okay, good, because I don't.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Not to put the spoilers up front, but...
No, yeah. So happy Pride, everybody. It's our first episode that we're recording when it is June. This is my second out Pride. So going to be looking for cool stuff to go do.
Pride
here
2,
in
Electric
Portland.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, I won't have to drive all the way to Columbus, half done up in case I needed to, use the restroom somewhere in Morrow County.
So I forget about that because when I was, first experimenting with some of this sort of stuff, I definitely traveled across Alabama and Tennessee and would just use the restroom wherever. But then I forget, yes, but everyone traveling with me were black belts. So there's a little bit of a different experience.
I mean, even just having other people in there with you. I was going there.
Yeah.
So who's got something going on? Dennis, what you been up to?
Yeah, I said it in the green room, but just before recording, I watched The Matrix with Luke, my oldest. And we got talking about action movies, and I was like, what are some of the most iconic action movies of all time? And that led me down a rabbit hole of okay, what are some of the most iconic action movies of all time that you can see?
Yes.
And for being R-rated, The Matrix is surprisingly tame. Yeah, I think it just comes from the era where having an R rating was cool and everyone wanted to do it.
A lot of people get shot. It's just not gory, and I don't know. It feels like the language isn't that gratuitous.
No, it is persistent throughout. But what's that?
I'm trying to think. Was The Matrix actually maybe the turning point to where our movies became viable?
I think it's if you don't think about too much that they are shooting police officers the entire time.
Yeah,
and basically terrorists. That's where it got a little maybe teeth on edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it came out, what was that, 1999?
It was 1999. To Moxie's point, it was a blockbuster. Other stuff had been rated R and did really well, but in terms of being this huge crossover thing, as an R-rated movie. Yeah.
But the thing I'm most proud of is Luke truly went into it, well, at least as far as I could tell, blind.
Okay.
I was like, so what do you know about The Matrix? He's like, I don't know. I said, have you heard anyone use the term The Matrix? And he's like, no.
Oh,
so, but he went in so suspicious the entire time. There's the opening scene, the first shot of Carrie Ann Moss's Trinity on the phone. He goes, she's not real. So there's no way she's real. And just trying to guess the entire time of what's going on. And it really it helped me see the movie with fresh eyes, just how much trust the Wachowski sisters put in the audience of we're going to drop you in. You have no clue what's going on, who's the good guy, who you should be rooting for, why any of this is happening. Yeah. And just the utter disorientation of the start of that movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
And so it was just very funny to be oh no, I didn't say this in the moment, but not only is she not real, none of this is real.
Yeah. The veils need to be pulled back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And that was the other thought. I was I had forgotten how much of that movie is essentially training montage.
Oh, yeah.
I would say even the bulk of the movie is from when they first pull him out to his first time going back in. There are so many scenes. And I kept on, like, I don't know, you just like, maybe because the big fights are at the beginning and end, like that's what I remembered. But man, they spend a lot of time just philosophizing and derping around in empty rooms and sitting in red leather chairs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it really, what's that?
It probably helps that, at least from the first movie, the dojo fight is probably my favorite fight.
It is excellent. Yes. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Which, yeah, I couldn't resist. I did quote along with, all the major lines and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
little dorky to do with your kid. Yeah.
Oh, no. Luke was rolling with, I know Kung Fu.
Nice.
I was like, you have correctly judged how awesome that line is.
Is Luke is he aware of Keanu Reeves? Like, is there any like residual affection for him from something else?
Gosh, what would he know Keanu from? No, I've
voice of
ruined
Shadow
Lord
the
of the Rings
Hedgehog
for him because he got to the Matrix before he got to the Lord of the Rings. So,
so
when
I.
Elrond shows up, it's going to be a whole thing. But no, what would he know? What kids' movies has Keanu been in? I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know. I just
I
a
think
culture
he's done
figure.
a bit of voice acting, maybe.
Yeah. Well, he's Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Okay. So he would know him from that. That it is funny, like the collection of actors they have playing the Sonic characters is so overpowered. But yeah, I don't think he came in, like there was no like, I know that guy. That's Keanu. This is probably the first one that he would have pinned him to. So yeah, very, very fun time. And now I have to decide how long I can hide from him that the other Matrix movies exist.
Oh, show them. Like, just let him decide. I mean, maybe wait a little bit, or like try and find a way to like cut around the Zion orgy dance or the sex scene around that
part.
Yeah,
Was that in the 3 or 2?
That's in 2. Yeah, I mean,
I
it's not like
the twins.
I will
the
say,
ghost twins.
it is not explicit, and I saw it super young, but look how I turned out.
There's the rave scene in 1, but it's just that it's like, oh, this is a rave. Nothing is gratuitous.
It's just sweaty, and there's some just like nudity or whatever. I don't know what your sensitivities around any of that are, but just the sex scene, like you're not seeing full penetration or whatever, but like I don't know.
Has our bar fallen so low? No,
I still
it's
love
like
the people that refer to that as the lesbian sex scene.
Yeah. I don't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Because I just remember the ghost twins with dreadlocks. And then the third movie, I remember watching and being like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
They should have let them make the first movie 3 movies like they wanted, instead of making them put 3 movies into 1 movie and then demanding 2 more movies.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
Which was which one had the Burley Brawl? That was 3, right?
Burley Brawl.
I don't know.
There's the fight where it's like Neo versus like 1,000 agents, and it's basically professional wrestling.
That's 3. Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah.
So
that going for it.
And 2 has the highway fight, which is still really good.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, this is so I could pay for The Matrix on any streaming service, right? Like it's out there, but I didn't want to pay for it because I already pay for streaming services, and it's not on any streaming services. So I had to go to a library like a Neanderthal.
No, like a reasonable person, go to your libraries, folks.
But that means I have a DVD with bonus features.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking as I'm saying this, I could also go in and look at the chapter titles. For the movie, which would just be good, wholesome fun. But yeah, so like I remember watching the special feature bonus content on how they did the highway fight, and mapped it out, and it was like, we really use this computers to map out the thing. It was like boxes moving on a screen, and I was like, wow, so advanced at the time. But yeah, there's a lot of well done stuff there. I have not seen Revolutions, whatever the reboot was that kind of came and went without anyone
Matrix,
saying anything.
Like Resurrection, something.
Yeah, something like that. They found a way to make the Christ analogy more on the nose.
Yes.
With the movie title, but yeah. That's good times.
Nice.
What about y'all?
Moxie, how about you?
So in terms of movies, I saw the new Punisher movie, or kind of direct-to-streaming movie.
I was going to say there's a new Punisher movie. No, so I forgot that Marvel was a thing, and I was like, wait a minute, they got Tom Jane back?
Yeah, no.
This is Netflix MCU.
Yeah, the guy from Daredevil, and later Punisher. It is, I guess, the good first. It's a extremely good action movie. They kind of do basically like John Wick if John Wick was Chris Redfield.
Okay. So a little bit more like beefy. No, what you're proposing is a Reacher.
Maybe I've never seen that, but yeah, very.
Reacher
it's
is
very
played by
like
John Krasinski, and I can't take it seriously.
No, that's he's playing Jack Ryan. Reacher is played, I think, by.
That's right.
Yeah, I forget who plays Reacher, but it's a very large man.
Yeah, and this is very much like instead of judo throws, he's like just body checking people into walls and stuff. But so yeah, the action is excellent. It has some pretty good, not necessarily like profound, but just kind of cute, like wholesome and funny, moments, that sort of thing where he, helps people and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the overall tone of it is super weird.
Okay.
Because
is it made by someone who thinks the Punisher is a good thing for cops?
Well, no, the first half of the movie is just straight up like, he's like an alcoholic suffering from PTSD and like realizing like I can't keep doing this life. I can't, be consumed by revenge. I need to move on, that sort of stuff. And then the second half is him basically being like, nah, being the Punisher is cool.
Yeah.
And so
he has to turn into be.
Yeah, and especially because like the first half is actually good. Like, it actually does a good job of depicting that, but yeah. No,
it's a little bit like how I got really sad that Iron Man 3 turned into an Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, nice. Have I moralized enough to start kneecapping bitches?
I can't get out of the life. I've got to start, torturing people, which is what the Punisher does. Yeah.
Very true.
At least he did when I watched the Punisher movie. Again, the Tom Jane one. I had a movie as well. I went on Sunday, went with a friend to see Obsession.
Okay.
Which one is that? I know I've heard the name.
So I went into it I didn't even see a trailer or anything. I saw people say, "Hey, Obsession is good," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's go." It was either that or Backrooms, and we chose Obsession. It's the one where it's like a super straightforward story. Like it's kind of a refreshingly straight putt that still is dealing with like really horrifying and serious things. It's the guy who makes a wish that his crush loved him more than anybody else in the world. And it deals straight with the horror of what that would look like, not like in a swim fan, like single white female kind of way, but like in a like I don't know, like a cosmic, like psychological, almost like possession kind of story. The actress in it is really good. Nice. I forget her name, but like it's probably the best like show stealing female performance in a horror movie that I've seen since like Possession, which is like a really high, really high praise on that. I really enjoyed it. Like, it's not super like elevated or anything, so don't expect it to be saying too much about the human condition. Gary described it as it's like a Tales from the Crypt episode. And it's like a really, really, really well done version of that. And it was unpredictable, and I was like scared and wanting to scream no, 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 like for most of the movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Please tell me they spent as little time as possible explaining like the mechanics of the wish.
Very little time explaining.
Okay.
Yeah. The way
That's
that it
for the
articulates is really cool, but it's not like, you know, a genie lawyer kind of thing going on. Not like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other thing I wanted to plug. So I've been spending some time with some people who are on strike, a union. It's the Real U Electrolysis Workers Union. It's a place across the river here. And they're on strike now, and they've got like a strike fund going on. So I just wanted to plug that. They've got like a GoFundMe. You can just do a search for Real U Electrolysis Workers, like GoFundMe, or go to kind of their splash page, ryewu.card with 2 R's.co. Just wanted to give them a plug because their bosses, like the owners of the business, treated them like shit, and truly some of the most wild stuff I've seen. So
solidarity.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a mostly trans union as well, which is where I met the people who, yeah. So that's what I got. How does everybody feel about talking about video games?
Well, now I just want to brainstorm like picket line signs that involve electrolysis. So it's hard to rhyme, you know?
It really is. It's hard to rhyme in a way that has like scansion to it. Electrolysis is too many syllables. There's no meter to it. Yeah. Well, we've got to do the regular kind of show with the grind, the multiplayer, and the unboss. And why don't we get started with
the grind?
The grind, where we talk about the games we've been playing over the last period of time or so. I've got 2 new things that I will talk about. One is brand new, and the other is new to me, but still fun. Right. The brand new thing, I played the first few hours of 007 First Light.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is the new Hitman. It's the new game from the Hitman studio, IO Interactive. And I was skeptical that it was gonna not have the juice because I don't know, like Hitman has a particular structure to it. It's not especially cinematic in the way that it's put together, and this is like super cinematic. But I think this has the juice. This is a funny ass game, just in the things that you do. Yeah,
just the ways you kill people,
or just like and just like the stuff, like the sandboxy ways that everything kind of like works out. So like it controls like a modern, Hitman game, maybe like a little bit looser, has better but still not great like hand-to-hand combat with like dodges and parries and stuff like that. Lots of like improvised pick up and throw or pick up and bash kind of things. So you can really just fucking lay people out. But this is like an origin story. It starts from like him being like a Royal Airman, being the sole survivor of this mission, and then being brought into MI6. And I still feel like I'm being tutorialized roughly like a little bit less than like 3 hours in. But it is one of the most interesting tutorials that I've seen, insofar as there's like a lot of time that's being covered, but like a lot of it is presented as like a training montage. Speaking of the training montages from the Matrix.
Interesting. Yeah.
And like the way that it escalates from like basic mechanics, like in this basic training kind of thing, up to like running these full, infiltration missions and like dummy facilities with with guards kind of at this place like in Malta or something like that, and just kind of like slowly kind of easing you into being a little bit more kind of like sandboxy.
So how do they, when you say a dummy facility, you mean like this is a facility being used explicitly for training?
Yeah. It's like a big old castle kind of thing.
How do they rationalize like, Normally I would push this guy off the ledge to kill him to get through.
There's some stuff like your guns are fake, but also like you really do. Like, I mean, I dropped a cargo net full of boxes on a guy.
They're all made out of foam.
Yeah. There's a little bit of hand waving on it. You're doing your full range of stuff, but it's like, an MI6 training facility, and they've got, I don't know, some other branch of British military. I don't know shit about it. And they're acting as guards as you're like going and like literally doing like, okay, capture the flag. It's here. Get to it. Kind of stuff. And I've gone and done like kind of like a really basic mission that introduced like the social stealth kind of stuff. And this feels like it felt like a Hitman level where like it was you and the other recruits or trainees or whatever. Like you were going out to a nightclub for a night off, but it turned out somebody suspicious was going to meet his contact there. So you needed to like separate off into teams and like find the guy and, do a swap and get the intel, blah, blah, blah. And that was really Hitman-y because like you're put down in this situation. It's like, okay, well, your goal is to get to this place. Here are some like leads on how to get there. Like, oh, we heard that there's this, maybe you could climb climb the stairs behind here. Well, you need to investigate and find a way to get into an employees only area, or like, talk to somebody, or overhear, like listen, they're talking about like, oh, some asshole tried to climb the light rig again. Right.
It's me. I'm that asshole.
Yeah. and enough beers and anybody can be that asshole. But there are two kind of like really like two interesting things about this that make it different than Hitman. The first of which is what I'm calling Bond lightning. It is a like an energy point kind of thing that can be used. Like that. What I've seen like so far, like there are certain like special takedown attacks that you can do with it. But like the way that I've been using it is for bluffs.
So this is Q-Branch or?
No. Like this is just a way that they
like a power meter that you got to charge up.
Yeah, that you recharge.
I thought you meant literally like you're shocking people.
No. I'll get to the gadget stuff in a second. No. It's like points that you recover by doing James Bond shit. kind of like in Burnout, how you get boost by driving in a burnout kind of way.
Yeah, James Bond boost.
Yeah. But like bluffing is super interesting as like a way to, because like in Hitman, if somebody is like seeing you have like a little bit of time before they get super suspicious and come over and tell you like to, get away. Or, they, like say like, hey, asshole, come over here. Let me take a look at you kind of deal. With Bond and with bluffing, like when that starts, when somebody's like walking over to you, or like you've got to get by a group of guards or whatever, you press the button and James Bond just makes up like a lie for like why he's supposed to be here, and then they're like, oh, okay, and then it deducts from those points, and then you have like a limited amount of time to like get away from them before they start second guessing it. So it's just like this, as just like this way to like, okay, well, basically get a little bit of a boost on the detection time, so you can do a little bit more daring kind of like stealth kind of stuff to get where you need to go.
That's cool.
The other thing is this is kind of like a stealth Watch Dogs game as well. Quite literally Watch Dogs, because you get a special Q watch that lets you go into Q vision, and you can see like hackable devices. Okay. So if you like need to open up a shutter, or like in the training facility, there are these like targets that flip up and down. So if you need to knock somebody into a pit, don't worry, they lived. They get candy down there. It's nothing but candy in the pit. But like you can use like energy off of that in order to do like remote hacking kind of deals.
So you, the player, are controlling all this, but in the game world, this is Q stepping in and helping.
No, it's you with your watch doing.
Oh, okay, okay. It's Q's watch.
It's a little bit like fantasy, like like Watch Dogs. It's a little bit like you're a techno wizard. Mm-hmm. And there are other things like I got poison darts. That you can use to like not knock somebody out, but just like disorient them, make them kind of wander away. Or you can use it to like shoot objects. So like you could shoot like a water tank. and somebody will be like, "Oh no," where does they go and investigate it to like create distractions?
Say the titration of that has to be so complex, like poison darts to get someone woozy enough to walk away but not to faint.
It's magic intelligence service.
Pardon me, sir. What's your BMI?
See, I liked actually the Hitman approach of like recognizing like most common household like poisons and stuff aren't enough to actually kill someone. They just make you vomit. So you just use it as a distraction.
The emetic poisons, yeah. I do like that. What's funny is how you recharge these. So for the hacking, like to recover the energy for that, you just grab batteries, like any electronic devices. You just grab in the stage. It's super artificial. And for the darts, you just grab whatever chemical. So here's some bleach. Charge up my green points. Oops, dart in your neck.
Yeah. I feel like some of these might be a little more effective than you want.
Yeah. So it's really neat. I'm having like a super good time with it. And if I stop, it's not going to be because I've like lost interest. It's going to be like, oh, this feels like something we need to cover on WAF. Sure. Which is perennially what happens whenever I pick up any new game. But
I can't like it too much otherwise I have to stop playing it.
Yeah. Unless I want to play it again when we cover it. And yeah.
Well, that's
yeah.
What is your favorite bluff so far? Like specific excuse?
I haven't seen too many of them, but like, just walking in and being like, did you know there's an intruder down there? You guys get off your asses. Come on. Yeah. I can't wait to see more of them because like they seem pretty situation specific.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So
you were going to ask something, Moxie.
So is this doing kind of more the books version of James Bond where he's a competent spy?
It seems like it. Like he is brash. Like, it's like a kind of a classic, you couldn't make it in the Navy because you have a problem with authority. So, but you're perfect for this because you're kind of crazy and unpredictable,
Sure,
kind of deal.
Sure.
He's competent. I don't know. Basically I haven't seen a James Bond movie since Quantum of Solace. So it is hard for me to react to any like Daniel Craig
it's like
Bond
the range,
kind of things.
It's the range of Batman games where sometimes he actually does detective work and sometimes he just beats the shit out of everyone.
Yeah. Yep. Like you are doing like a investigation kind of stuff. Like you're picking up little bits of intel and like it's like in Hitman where it'll like unlock like little hints. Like there are paths through the levels if you want to follow them that require you to pay attention to the environment and eavesdrop and stuff like that.
Very cool.
It's really neat. I like it a lot.
Cool.
I have no idea if the story is going to peter out or whatever. Would I rather have a new Hitman in my hands right now? Yeah, because I think Hitman is pretty much the perfect game. But this is cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions about First Light?
Has the reason for the name become apparent yet?
Not that I've seen. I don't know.
Such an
do
interesting,
do they have the jazzy opening?
The opening sequence is really good. The music's good. The animation's good. I have no idea who did it. Sure. It is, on the jazzy end. Yeah.
Nice.
You were going to say something, Dennis?
No, I think we covered it.
Okay. The other thing, I picked up a driving wheel.
Nice.
Excite.
Yeah. I got a Logitech. It was on sale. It was on sale. It was a Logitech G923, I think. Maybe, if that means anything. So it's not like the 920, which is kind of the standard. It's like the slightly new revision. I've got no idea. The 923 was cheaper than the 920.
Is it a circle that when you turn it, the car turns?
Yes, and it has pedals. And I did get a stick shifter as well, because with Logitech, it's super easy to do that. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. It has like force feedback on it.
Nice.
And will like, automatically like kick and turn in your hands.
On the pedals as well, or just the wheel?
Just on the wheel, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah. Which wheel do you have, Dennis?
Oh, it's right here under the camera as we do it. It's a Logitech, or excuse me, Thrustmaster T150.
Okay, I have no idea.
That's what I have.
Yeah. But yeah, with it, I've been kind of like fucking around. Like I've done some SnowRunner with it, which is real fun.
Nice.
Just feeling the texture of the road and like what's giving you resistance in the wheel is like a new kind of layer of information on that. But the game that I've been playing, kind of most with it, just to fuck around with it because I can't play Forza, is oh gosh, are you familiar with Wreckfest, Dennis?
Yes, I have not played it, but I recognize the name. I know that destruction is the name of the game, but it's also fairly realistic when it comes to physics.
Yes, you pretty much got it. I think it's made by people from the Burnout diaspora.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah. And it's like a demolition derby racing game. I think it starts out at maximum silliness. Like the first event that you do, you're in a lawnmower demolition derby.
I mean, that could get real
dangerous.
Bloody real quick.
I don't know if they have the blades on. but
I would be mad if they didn't.
You are unprotected on the back of these things. But yeah, this is it is not quite Burnout level arcadey. There's no like boost button or anything like this. And there is a certain amount of like tuning you can do. You get like part upgrades, and you can select how you want your suspension to sit. You can mess with like gear ratio, stuff that I don't understand very much. But if you want to, you can. What I need is a game that like actually explains that stuff. Rather than just assuming, than just assuming you come in and you know what it means, kind of deal.
Yeah, and I remember the Forza Motorsport, I think, is the last one that I played.
Yeah, Forza. Yeah,
and it was so terrible about giving that, and like it would have bars for performance or like letter grades for stuff, and I would start changing things and have no idea why that made one bar go down and the other up, and just like there was, I think, an auto upgrade button that I always wound up hitting no matter how hard I tried.
And it's just like, can that be good enough for me? Then yeah, I'm probably gonna do it. But like, just looking up like YouTube tips, just generally for racing games, like, well, if you're gonna be on a dirt track, you need to have it set XYZ. I don't know. I feel like I can get close enough. I'm not working to within those tolerances on it. It is weird to have that amount of like customization and tuning in a game that is so much about destroying these cars. Like everything that I get that I get a handle on is a pretty junky, shitty car meant to be destroyed so far.
Yeah,
but like even go ahead.
That was one of the things I was going to ask. Like, what is, so if they start with lawnmowers, what is the range? Like, do you get up to like, I don't know, Mad Max style, like armored cars, or?
You can there's some goofy like muscle car, like decorated kind of stuff. Just in like the special cars and DLC kind of stuff on top of it. I'm looking at like somebody basically in like a go-kart on the Steam page right now, and the tracks get really fucking wild too. Like there's one that's basically like a roller coaster. But like that level of simulation for like the surfaces and for just the peculiarities of driving, and like these don't turn like arcade cars do. Like you do have to, you do kind of have to feel the momentum and know, there's very little tolerance for like oversteering specifically on the cars that I've played so far. But that is combined with like being able to very specifically, like, if somebody hits you and they become your rival, it's like, all right, well, your rear left wheel is where I'm going to hit. And since you're in a rear wheel drive car, that's going to fuck you and you're not going to be able to race anymore. that kind of stuff, right? So it it models damage like very specifically on like functional parts of the cars. It's super fast. Like you do feel the momentum of what you're in. It's doing some, I think, maybe some burnout trickery with trying to sell you some of the speed, things like that. And there's just debris flying all over these tracks. I've mostly been on like dirt tracks so far, but like once stuff gets going, like just parts are flying. It's super gnarly in a way that is pretty engaging for me as somebody who like doesn't want to get too simmy with it, but kind of wants to ride that line.
Is there a reset button? Like I can't imagine the first time you wrecked it's race over. So
there's a reset button.
Okay. Is it like a rewind or just a pop back in?
Yeah, it pops you back in. It takes a lot. It's not like super realistic in terms of you're in a wreck, but it'll put you back on the track and you're just going to be behind. That's more of like a reorient kind of thing. Just like, okay, you don't want to have to like back up and get back on there. It takes some doing to make you completely unroadworthy, but yeah.
But you can get there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, other cars will try.
That's the one little bit of Wreckfest that I've streamed previously was basically like, all right, you're at the top of the canyon. You need to be at the bottom of the canyon. Go. Driver beware.
Mm-hmm.
Kaye.
Okay.
If you like this, have you tried the Mad Max game?
I have not tried the Mad Max game. I have heard that it is like one of the most 7 out of 10 games that ever existed. Which is not derogatory. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. No, just because its whole thing on its driving is very much like targeting potential points. You've got a harpoon gun that can pull off wheels and stuff, or just harpoon the driver and yank him out. All those
That'll
things.
do it. That'll do the trick.
Yeah.
I hadn't played it. I didn't realize it was, the emphasis was on that.
It's about 50-50 driving and like Arkham style combat.
Yeah, and you're doing like Far Cry scouting towers and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's very much kind of like a target the weak point kind of combat in the car.
Nice. Wreckfest. It's neat. I want to play more of it.
How long until you start feeling the pressure to get Wreckfest 2, which is in early access now?
When it comes out of early access. The person that I spoke with recommended Wreckfest 1 specifically. So it was
sense.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of racing games like wish listed for when they go on deeper discount. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is THQ Nordic, which is they've got a lot of racing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I thought they were one of them that got like one of the studios that got axed.
No. They've also what else do I know them from? I'm scrolling their list right now.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I must be thinking of something else.
Yeah. So the developer is Bugbear, but the publisher is THQ Nordic.
Or sorry, yes, as a publisher.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that apparently Time Splitters might be coming back?
I didn't see that. No, that's a blast from the past, though.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions about Wreckfest?
No, excited to hear more about it in the future.
Yeah. Who else has something they want to talk up?
So I have something new-ish.
Okay.
Dennis is a bad influence on me and pulled me back into Diablo 4.
Oh, boy.
Also, I found out that if you buy the most recent expansion, you get the previous expansion for free. So that also helped.
Yeah. Lower the barrier to entry. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm trying one of the new classes, the Paladin. And that's one of the classic Diablo 2 classes, which I'm definitely a fan of. And I feel like they've done a pretty good job on it. They have the two classic abilities I remember from the Paladin is just like the throwing the clouds of hammers, Thor style, and then Zeal, where you just like super fast attack, and both of that is in here.
Okay.
So Dennis, I wanted to ask you. I do not remember the I forget the highest tier of mod where it like changes the way an ability works.
Are you talking about like skill tree or ultimates or?
No, so like for each skill, there's the different modifiers on it, but there's 3 of them that like.
Oh yes. That is new this season. That's new with the Lord of Hatred expansion. So while I played Paladin when it came out, I think last season because they released it early from the expansion, I played whatever like the original version of the skill tree was, and it got completely reworked. So you are playing a very different Paladin than I did, just from that alone.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty cool because each of the abilities has kind of like we talked about 3 different abilities that dramatically changes the way it behaves. So things like I'm currently using a move called Brandish, where you basically like you slash your sword and kind of a wave of light goes out for a couple feet. But you can basically change it to either like it does more damage when you're at full health. You can make it so like it goes and then comes back, or you can make it so it does this weird like split shot. So just to give you an idea of like these all dramatically change the way the abilities work. And I've really, really been enjoying that. It's really cool to kind of be able to tweak everything and put builds together. I'm less sure of the kind of unique specialization they added. So your paladin has oaths, and there's 4 oaths that are like tanking, ranged attacks, melee, things like that. And each of the abilities are related to one of these oaths. And so you have to put your build together around that, which is cool, except that there's a lot of me that just kind of wants to use the abilities I like. So a little mixed on that.
Yeah.
The Warlock, which is the other new class with the expansion, has a little bit of that same problem in that you get 4 archdemons that you can choose from, but I have yet to see a build that really makes it feel like, well, I don't just have to choose whatever archdemon fits into what I was already going for.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, those are weirdly anticlimactic.
I should say, like, a lot of these specializations are very cool. So like the one I'm using, whenever I cast an ability that has a cooldown, my character basically turns into an angel and all their damage is increased by like 50% and just like lightning strikes things around me. So like some of the oaths are very, very cool. It's just a little frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Lots of particle effects.
I also like I like that they made the femme model of the paladin pretty beefy. That sort of thing. Didn't do like Hollywood muscular, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And I also like that that's I assume this is shared with the male model, but I like that in her movements there's a lot of weight to them. Which is really, really cool. Like I don't know. It's very well animated.
Yeah, you're a knight. Like you're a tank on the battlefield.
Oh yeah, exactly. It totally fits with the character. Yeah, and
yeah.
What is I forget now. What is the dodge for the paladin? Do they roll?
Mostly, it's just kind of dashing.
Okay, yeah, because I have been playing Spiritborn. We'll get more into that in a second, but they do like a very dramatic wushu flip kind of deal. every time you dodge.
The Spiritborn is basically Black Panther.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something that's been weird is my primary character I played was Rogue. And so I'm used to like evasion being one of my primary abilities. Whereas in this, like, I barely use it. Like, I basically only use it to like get out of like, the target on the ground, like a big attack is incoming here.
It is one of those things where like they have all these aspects that are like, get XYZ, but then your evade, it takes an extra 5 seconds to recharge or what have you. And I had always looked at those and gone like, why would anyone ever do that? That's so terrible. And then you play Paladin and you're like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. I'm just tanking it all anyway.
Yeah. I wish that I had more context for what Diablo is now. So I could ask questions about it.
Yeah, I'm just I'm replaying the original campaign before I get into the actual new stuff.
So that's crazy, Bill. I can't believe you did that. That is so much. It's
especially weird because I'm probably going to be I'm at like level 45 out of 70, and I'm still in Act 3.
Yep. I think I remember from the main campaign, Act 3 being very short compared to the others.
Actually, I think other way around, maybe.
Oh, really?
Because that's the one where you go to the steps and then to like Arabia.
Oh, wow. I thought Act 3 was just going to hell. So yeah.
No, I think that's Act 5.
It's too many acts.
Yeah,
and then you got to do all the expansions if you're wanting to play all the campaign content. So it's going to be a while. That's a lot of dialogue in a game. I know you like lore nerd out on Diablo stuff. I cannot mash the skip button fast enough. So
I'm noticing a couple of references I didn't before. I'm also really wondering like the timeline of Diablo is kind of starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
Because like the Diablo 2 seems like it probably takes place anywhere from like months to maybe a year after Diablo 1. Diablo 3 takes place decades after Diablo 2. But then in Diablo 4, you meet a character from Diablo 2. So, like, it's unclear. Like, I don't know. I guess my assumption is that Sanctuary doesn't get invaded by Diablo, like, literally every day.
But
maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It could be like the... what was the not Fall Guy universe, but Free Guy or something like that. That where just they live in basically GTA and are sipping coffee while helicopters run into the building across from them.
Yeah, I saw that movie. I didn't like it very much, but it wasn't for me. So that's complicated.
I can add my little bit because I honestly don't have a ton new to talk about, but I can jump in on the Diablo 4 front for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if you had any other thoughts, Moxie, or things you wanted to add.
No, that's about how I've done it.
Okay. I am a sick person who loves to punish himself. And so I started rolling up hardcore characters in Diablo 4.
Had you done that before, or is this?
I have done it, on and off. I don't always do it, but basically, I think the kind of approach that I've landed on is if I'm playing non-hardcore, which means you can die and come back, I don't want to follow a guide. I want to just kind of make it up as I go, see what connections I can make, and have fun that way. And then when I get to the point of like, all right, I've kind of pushed my own build as far as I can. Now I want to get, a someone else's really good build and just follow that. I feel like to make that exciting, I need to go to hardcore.
Yes.
To where like, okay, this is optimized. This is really good. The counterbalance for that is that I'm going to raise the stakes on myself so that I can't ever die. And so I am on the Diablo doesn't let you put numbers in your character's name, so I've had to alphabetize it. So what number of the alphabet is I?
1? Oh wait, no.
Kaye over here playing 4D chess.
Sorry. Yeah. What number?
Okay. So
HIJK.
10, I think.
Yeah. No, I think it's the 9th.
Okay, yeah. So I have created and subsequently murdered almost 10 characters at this point.
Okay.
Which is very funny to watch now. Now I'm being able to start seeing a trend line for like how far I get. And it's like the first one gets pretty far, and then it's like 2, 3, 4 all die almost immediately. And then 5 actually is pretty good, and then 6, 7, 8 all die immediately. And there's like this rising wave of like, oh, I can do really well with a character and take it seriously, and then I've got like my rebound attempts.
Or it's also at least like in roguelikes, I feel like there's often a big shift to like not being able to rely on all the abilities you had come to rely on.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about the skill tree rework is the skills are level gated. So you get like 14-ish skill points to apply once you've unlocked enough and you create a new character. And so like when I roll up a new hardcore character, I've got 14 skill points to spend out of the gate, but I can't invest it in anything but the basic skills until I reach level 3. And then I can only do basic and core skills until I reach level 5. And that's very weird because you're basically going out with like a completely leveled up basic punch. and that's your one trick for a couple minutes until you unlock the next one. But yeah, so leveling, you definitely get a feel for like where the edge is and what level of difficulty you should be for where you're at. But then, I'll die. The furthest I've gotten, I got all the way up to level 70, all the way into the Paragon tiers on top of that, and reached like, I think 150 or something like that. And then had a monster that had a like pull in black hole effect and a like bomb effect that just, I did the right thing. I dodged and then watched my character get pulled back to the middle of the screen and executed. And that was not great.
Yeah.
And I just sat there like this for a while. You won't be able to see it on podcast, but sat there with a pouty lip for a while, just like, it's like, I missed that one. And then promptly killed like 3 or 4 more characters in the first 3 levels.
Yeah.
So what class is this?
So I was going for a Spiritborn poison-based class. But the thing is, until you find certain aspects, it just makes more sense to have a non-poison build for it. And so while nominally I've been building out this like super overpowered poison build, mostly I've been playing with a just okay gorilla build, which is very tanky, but a little bit slower than what I'd want. It's made me start to wonder like how much the game is trying to anticipate what you're trying to do, because okay. And again, this is across 10 characters, so maybe I'm just full of it. But like I've gotten the unique drop that I really wanted for the build I was going for several times now, to where it's like, oh, well, like, is there something that the game like notices I'm building a certain way and that increases the chances of getting what I need? That might just be humans are pattern recognition machines, and if there's not a pattern, we'll create one. But yeah, so after that like real deep run I made, I don't know if I'm going to go again, at least not with that build. But it is kind of funny to see like over the course of the season, the way that I'm playing the game evolves. And I've still got my Warlock build to mess around with. That is, can die and come back. And then I also rolled up a Whirlwind Barbarian, to play alongside Moxie once they get to end game content.
Yeah.
So lots of just holding the square button for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you play with the controller.
Yes. Oh no, I can't do it with keyboard. Okay. I tried, and I
that explains why you don't play Rogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is generally Diablo 4 is way better about it than other ARPGs that I've played.
Yeah.
But there are definitely certain builds that's like, no, you want to be targeting the furthest away enemy, and it just doesn't do that with controller.
Yeah.
But yeah. So been playing it in a bit of a different way, beating my head against the wall of hardcore. I probably, apart from playing in a party, about done with it for at least this go round. But yeah, that's what's new with me.
Mm-hmm.
I know people are not looking forward to the new season.
Oh, really? Is it getting blasted in the playtest region?
Apparently, it's a rerun of, was it Riftwalker or something?
Oh,
I know. Apparently, it's a rerun of one of the previous seasons, and they aren't adding any new uniques or anything.
That's unfortunate. It is kind of funny. As you introduce new classes, that means every season you have to introduce that many more new uniques and things like that. So it's interesting to feel like maybe that bloat is catching up with them. But this is Blizzard. They can, if they really wanted to. It's just a matter of how much they think they can get away with.
Right.
Yeah. Once again, I don't have much to say about Diablo 4. I do really want to applaud your ingenuity, Dennis, at being the first person in human history to use letters to denote numbers. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, I don't know why the Romans were holding themselves to just I's and V's and X's and stuff. They really should have expanded out.
What's a Roman?
Roman, the you're fucking with me. Okay. We went around the loop to absurd again. Yes.
So Diablo 4 was all you had?
Yeah, that is pretty much it. I've got some of my other standard stuff going, but nothing too interesting to say about them.
Yeah, I had some other stuff. I Meat of the Hollower is cool, but I haven't played enough of it to give.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's hard, but that's the only discourse about it is whether it's too hard. There are lots of options to make it not as hard. And then there's the new marathon season that apparently is they had to pull the patch and take some time to. It's like, hey, we need a little bit more time to do this. Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not a good look for the first big update to a game.
I mean, I'd rather they do that than let it languish. Or just put it out and be like, good luck getting to it. I'm happy I didn't set aside a whole bunch of time to play it today. Yeah.
Oh, is that how recently it's out? What is the?
Yeah. The new season was supposed to start today.
Oh wow! So, I thought it was out earlier, so I thought I was missing it. Very cool.
Multiplayer.
Now it's time for the multiplayer where we ask you a question and you answer. Dennis asked what was the question that you asked the nice people?
Yeah, this is a Pride special, and it had to get creative because I think we've done Pride-related questions before. But this year, the question is, what is your favorite rainbow in gaming?
Yeah. We'll get started here with a good one. Double Cakes says, my favorite rainbows are the hyper beam shots from Super Metroid because they deal sick damage and blow doors open and are real cool. I added the real on that. I don't know if I made Robinson sound dumber.
No, I don't think you oversold it though.
Yeah,
because they are indeed real cool.
Yeah, I mean, Super Metroid has lots of rainbows in it because like when you charge up like a super jump, any of that, like you're just kind of get covered with like rainbow prismatic energy. It's good. Huh. Yeah. Moxie, what's Callum say?
Callum says Rainbow Six Vegas. I had so much fun playing those co-op with my flatmate at the time.
Yeah, that was an era.
Yeah, this was when Dennis and I were roommates, was kind of right when this came out, and we definitely did a lot of terrorist hunt.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I am mad So sometimes when I post these questions, I don't have an answer in mind. And sometimes I have an answer in mind, and sometimes I'm like,
there we go. That would have been the answer.
Everyone away.
Oh,
and,
so you
Callum stole it.
Yeah, swept.
I thought I was safe, but yeah, that is an excellent answer.
Dennis, what does Kakja say?
They say, obvious for me, the rainbow shell in Chrono Trigger. Gotta rock 3 prism dresses.
Yep. Good pick on those. Yeah. It's like it's a thing you can find. Like you have to do a lengthy kind of side quest in order to get like a material that can be used to make like end game, versions of gear, either like perfectly impenetrable armor or like the best sword in the game, I believe.
Is it actually called the best sword in the game? Because that would be amazing.
It had to. So in the kanji it is, but in English they just had to shorten it to rainbow, I think.
Okay, that seems plausible.
The best sword in the game. Tribute.
McTavi writes, I mean, it's got to be Rainbow Road. I just can't decide which Rainbow Road is my favorite. 64, because you can drop off of it. Like you get that, you can do the little shortcut, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can't be the only game that has that feature, though, right?
Rainbow Road, or to do the drop off?
The cut from dropping off.
No. Yeah, there are other
just
ones
the only
that do
one
it.
that I bothered to learn because I was in that phase.
Yeah. High risk, high reward. It's good. Moxie, what does Zoe say?
Zoe says the rainbows in Red Dead Redemption 2 when there's a sun shower.
Yeah. I can imagine those look pretty good, especially if you have like an HDR display.
Yeah, I didn't even considered like actual in-game rainbows.
Yeah. There's some good ones.
Dennis, what does Pickle Factory say?
Pickle Factory says the thing is that the Rainbow Road is too narrow and I always fall off it at least once. But no matter how large a catamaran I roll up, the Royal Rainbow can always accommodate it.
The Royal Rainbow's very good. That animation of like of him opening his mouth and the rainbow coming out always fucking gets me.
So are you just like game. Feeding the Katamari to him?
It's like he warps you around. You seen that? Like that's how you get deployed into stages.
Okay.
which it's funny because ostensibly you're cleaning up his mess, right? And then to clean
at least in
it
the
up
first
and
game,
promptly shove it back into his mouth, kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
See, I always just wondered, like, I want someone to mod in a count of how many people I've murdered.
That's
how many
just because you definitely just like roll up, people.
No, they're dudes.
Yeah.
Adds protein to the Katamari.
A whole different meaning to rolling up on someone.
And finally here, Malcav11 writes, I was pretty fond of the soda minigun in the DLC for Outer Worlds, which rotates through all 7 rainbow flavors of soda you can find in the game with every shot and inflicts exciting status effects to go along with each.
That is very good.
That's a good concept for a gun in that game.
See, now I want to know what they did for Indigo versus Violet.
God, I had to explain to somebody why Indigo is in the rainbow, and I didn't have to. I did that thing I do when I'm talking with. I'm going to say this very kindly to everybody that I podcast with and I'm friends with, but when I'm talking to normies, which is they express like a hypothetical, like, oh, I wonder why, and I have to ask, do you actually want to know the answer to that? Because I can tell you, but I don't want to hit you with it. So
something I ran into quickly or recently. China until recently didn't differentiate between green and blue.
Okay,
and I wondered that because like China has 5 elements. It's kind of similar to ours, but different. But the water element is black.
Okay.
And I'm like, why is water black instead of blue? It's like, because wood was green and we don't differentiate, but that used up blue as well.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I could also see black being for water. Like, I don't know. It seems weird that water is just by default the color for, or that blue is just by default the color for water.
Yeah. I mean, what is it in the Odyssey? It's like purple
Wine
or
dark.
something.
It's not even purple. It's just wine dark, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, the Greeks didn't have the word for blue, so everything was purple." And it's like, no, that's just it was dark. It was dark like wine. Yeah,
he was drunk at the time.
Often he was drunk. Often, yeah. My answer for this, I'm going to say, it might not be my favorite, but it is one that I have fondness for. The rainbow kind of like line that you draw to control Kirby in Kirby the Rainbow Curse.
Okay.
I believe, or no, Kirby Canvas Curse. Kirby has lost his arms and legs. It's kind of a Johnny get your gun situation. You just roll him around, and you draw little courses. It's like a physics kind of deal. And the little lines that you create ramps for him from are it's rainbow colored, and I think that's neat. Yeah,
very cool.
Moxie, how about you?
So this was a tough one for me. Like, I can't think of that many things and games that are rainbow. So I think I'd go with from D&D, color spray and prismatic spray.
Oh yeah,
that's a good answer.
I just always loved the idea of like colors so colorful that they cause you to just like, I don't know, pass out.
It's the D&D version. Like I like that. It's a spell. It's practical. Is aesthetic, but also you could get the same effect with good old fashioned pocket sand.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Always useful.
Always in my corner, pocket sand.
Yep.
Oh gosh. And Dennis, how about you?
I mean, I have to pull the ripcord now and go to Slay the Spire, because Slay the Spire can be the answer for everything. There's a card in that called Rainbow for the defect that channels one of each type of orb.
Yeah.
And it is a very good card. If you upgrade it, it doesn't exhaust, so it stays in your deck. And I quite enjoy it. It is a frequent pick for me.
Yeah. Talking about rainbows, I don't know. Fun anecdote. When I was in high school, the show choir, it was pretty good. You wanted to be on that if you wanted to sing. Like the choir teacher who ran it, I loved her, but she was very religious, which made it weird that we were the rainbow show choir. And like the girls wore like different color dresses, and the guys wore like I was up there rocking a purple bow tie and cummerbund, and
nice.
like I wasn't self-conscious about it because like whatever, but just like, oh, this is incredibly gay.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, it is choir.
Exactly. I mean, you're just piling one on top of the other, right? Yeah. Good question, Dennis, and good answers all. If you want to participate in these, go to follow us on Blue Sky at thelevelpodcast.bsky.social and watch for the prompts to go up on Monday afternoons. Here's a heads up: no episode next week, most likely. Just because of the personal family thing that I've got going on. So if there is one, it'll be a surprise. I just want to set the expectation.
The End Boss.
Now it is time for the End Boss, where we talk about things that are happening in the world of video games and how we feel about them. Moxie, I'm going to throw it to you because you've got something that's kind of a big like milestone kind of deal.
Yeah, so Destiny is officially having its final patch, basically, like content drop patch in July. And so it's, sort of people calling it the end of the game, although currently there are no plans at all for the servers to shut down.
It's the end of active service, right?
Right. And it sounds like the sort of hubbub is, it sounds like they're basically going to just be like every gun and stuff like that was like a limited time thing is now just in the game.
That's good.
Which I feel like is a cool way to do it. Although the story has kind of shifted to the fact that like Bungie has said they don't currently have any plans to make more Destiny games, and also we're going to be laying lots of people off.
Yeah.
Not great.
So people are, I think rightly pissed off both about, the, more importantly about the layoffs, but also about, kind of killing off this series, especially because it sort of feels like they made some bad bets on Marathon. And
I don't,
like
I don't
10
know
other
if that
games
killed it. Well, I don't know about the 10 other games or whatever. I don't know how big their bet on Marathon was.
I had heard it was like massive, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But anyway, and people are just very much not happy about them not continuing it on. So probably most comedically at their recent like game announcement event, the the chat was just wall to wall, like people rallying for a Destiny 3. Except for the point where they talked about Marathon, in which case there's just wall to wall people booing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I want to say there's even there's been some talk about like a drop off of Marathon player base, although people have been talking about that literally since the day it released.
It's impossible to see what is just the like people with smelling blood in the water and thinking, oh, we can Concord and High Guard this for no reason other than they did a queer thing once. Just it's so hard to separate the criticism of the game from the culture war stuff around it. Yeah. Of bad faith actors. Yeah. Like, are the fans, aside from, showing up in the chat room, like, are there any kind of like events like Last Hurrah, coordinated things going on?
I haven't heard any coordinated. Like I said, it kind of sounds like that's what they're hoping to do with the last patch, but I haven't seen anything official with the fans.
Yeah.
I also have to say, like, one, I guess, kind of good thing of this, or is I'm not sure how they could have ever replaced Lance Reddick for Commander Zavala. Just because that was such an amazing performance.
Yeah. Like, my understanding also is like the game was kind of like mismanaged, or this kind of has felt adrift since the final shape, right? Like, wasn't that supposed to be the big story cap, and then they just kind of kept going, and that's around when stuff started not going so great for them.
Yeah, and there's been a number of things. Just like they'd release like an amazing expansion and then a number of just awful ones, and then amazing one again. I also suspect, I hope sometime we learn one way or the other, I suspect that they massively changed the story at some point, because particularly the first game strongly implies that the good guys are not the good guys.
Right. But I don't know. It's a big deal. You forget how long Destiny 2 has been going on. Or
my goodness.
Yeah.
End of an era.
Yeah.
When did that come out in relation to the Division 2?
Division 2 was 2018.
Yeah, so I think this would have been before that.
Destiny 2 was like 2016, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So Division 2 has like 3 more years on it.
No. Sorry, Destiny 2 was 2017.
2 more years on it.
And now I'm suddenly unsure about the Division 2's release date.
I'm looking at it. It was indeed in 2019.
2019, okay. So everything shift 1 year from what I said.
Right.
Let's see. We got some upcoming stuff. What's Ubisoft doing? Ubisoft, speaking of being adrift. Yeah.
Okay. On paper, I'm very excited about this because they are remaking Rayman Legends. And so, the Rayman Origins and then Rayman Legends games are very near and dear to my heart. Some of the best couch co-op I've ever played. And they are talking about doing a remake of Legends. Awesome. Great.
It's a Wii game, right?
They did a bunch of special stuff for the Wii U. And then very much like you could play it on other consoles without ever realizing that the special stuff was in there.
Okay.
So they kind of cut their losses.
It was Origins that was Wii U. Sorry, or that was for the Wii. Yeah.
Yes. And like very good game. Like I said, great couch co-op. And one of the things that I love the most about it was the art style, just that Ubi art 2D platformer. It had so much joy in it, so much color. And this remake is just exciting because it's more Rayman. In fact, they're talking about adding levels to the game, having these interlude levels that try some new things. So truly, instead of just farting back out the same old game, there's going to be new content. But they're also, giant air quotes, upgrading the art to be like proper 3D models.
Oh,
and it's like, Ubisoft, what are you doing? The entire thing that made like Rayman Legends look so good was the 2D
was
style.
The hand drawn, yeah.
Yes. And to abandon that is just the wildest decision I've ever heard of. I would buy this game in a heartbeat just for the new content, if it had the same art style. But now, as I'm like reading, you read the announcement, and never have I seen an announcement talk so much about relaunching a brand.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, like it's so business focused in the way the person talks about this game that my hopes have crashed on what this is going to be like. And to where I was wincing the entire article, waiting to see a quote of like, we used AI to turn it into 3D art.
It's Ubisoft. They have openly flirted with this stuff in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't quite say that, but I wouldn't be surprised. So, man, I love these games. And like, maybe if this, they expressed the hope that this would be like kind of a relaunch point to have then multiple new games, which like, I want that. I also don't want you to enshittify it. So it's very conflicted.
You don't know what kind of asset you had with that hand-drawn animation, obviously.
I will say, watching the trailer, like, it is not overly cluttered, which was my first worry. And it looks good in motion. I just like, man, there was something beautiful to the simplicity that was lost.
No. I saw people who were annoyed. They're like, oh, they're remaking the most recent one. And I was like, okay. Quibbling over which one to remake. Like, there are like 3 that they could remake in 2D. So pick, is there one that would make more sense to you that you wouldn't be like, sensitive about or upset about? But also like, no, you don't say, hey, they're remaking the wrong one. Say, why aren't they just making a new one?
Give us a 3-pack or something.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason you couldn't put the 2 together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, waiting with bated breath. I just, man, Ubisoft, don't fumble this.
What's funny is, like, this is only the second most embarrassing announcement from Ubisoft after, hey guys, we're still working on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah. So nope, work still continues. You ever have an anxiety dream where like you find out that you've been on the hook, like you've been responsible for like a pet, but you didn't know about it, like, and it's like, oh no, you open up into a room and it's long dead because you didn't do anything with it. I just picture that, like them just occasionally just checking inside the room where Beyond Good and Evil 2 is happening, and just like the most like just fucking wild like Prince of Darkness stuff going on in there. Oh man.
Indeed.
I've got another one. Also kind of a new announcement about something that is going to be coming out. There'll be more of these because I forgot that we were in this first week of, big keynote address kind of deals. I need to see what this was. This might have been, it was definitely like last week. It was like, let me see when I did this. It was on... So it was about 2 weeks ago, 15 days ago. I posted on Blue Sky. I said, it's time. We need a new Stuntman game. Because I was thinking about how fun Stuntman Ignition was as like a racing game, but you're needing to do like particular kind of like car tricks for, movie kind of things. Just like I think about that, and I think about Split Second all the time as like really fun, like spectacle, driving game kind of things. And then, now not even 3 weeks later, just, about 2 weeks later, at the Sony State of Play or whatever, they announce Stuntman Hollywood, which is not just Stuntman, where you're doing, trying to pull off specific stunts with, few mistakes, trying to compete for stars, doing it just right. But also, like they've licensed movies. So you're going to be reenacting and doing stunts in like, it's whatever, nostalgia bait, all of it's nostalgia bait, but like in like Back to the Future, I think Mad Max is in there as well. There's Knight Rider. So it's just like all of these like properties that you're going to go in and be the stunt driver in them. It's still going to be arcadey. It's not going to be like, okay, we need to recreate this exactly how it was done.
Right.
Yeah. But like the trailer opens up with like, Miami Vice, like stuff happening like in that. There's Death Race as well, which is fun as like a throwback. Looks really cool. There's no release date, and it is not just Sony, like it'll be on PlayStation 5 but also PC, etc. But yeah, this is just purely a thing is happening, and I called it. I didn't know anything, but I called it. I said it is time, and it turns out it is time. So
you willed it into existence.
Yes. Yeah. Anybody want anything else while I'm at the lathe?
I would say a new Rayman game, but not like this.
No. Sorry, I said the Lathe of Heaven, not the Monkey's Paw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you create a monkey's paw on the Lathe of Heaven?
Yeah. I think they cancel each other out.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the stories. How does everybody feel about buttoning it up?
Let's button the hell out of this.
The credit.
Thank you so much for listening to level number, let's see here, 587. A ridiculous number of episodes to do of a podcast, but we did them. We're here. Like we said,
it's the last episode for, I think, about 400 more that'll have all prime numbers in it.
Yes, exactly. So I say that specifically to upset Ben. So it plays weird. Plays weird when he's not here. But like I said a little bit earlier, maybe no episode next week. Depends on how family stuff goes. But you know how to support the network and the show. Leave ratings or reviews. Tell your friends. Talk about us on social media. Support us at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. All of it is very helpful. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
No, I don't think so. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everybody. So
Pride,
I've been Kaye Ross. You can find me on Blue Sky at Kaye.zone.
I've been Dennis Furia. You can find me on Blue Sky at Furia Games.
I'm Moxie. You can find me at Pride.
And stick around for some titles. only have one, and I'm sorry, but it's from something I said. I think it was the pit's all candy. Or it's
I had the same one.
Okay.
There's nothing but candy in the pit.
Okay.
That was also the only one I wrote down. So
I had three.
Okay.
I had James Bond stuff.
Okay.
The Burnout Diaspora, which I very much identify. I believe I'm a member of the Burnout Diaspora. And then I have What Number Is I?
Okay.
I think I still like the candy pit one.
I think I like the candy pit one as well.
Sounds good.
All right. It is decided.